Alright, so after I went through the computer step, I got my picture printed out, and I have my cardboard here. Got some black charcoal, some white paint, and I'm ready to start. To make it a little bit easier to get the proportions correct, sometimes I like to divide up my image. So I'm just going to do that by folding my paper in half, the hot dog way and the hamburger way. Just kind of give myself a cross section. And then I'm going to kind of visually do that on my cardboard as well. Even though I know that the proportion of my cardboard isn't exactly the same as my paper, it will still help to kind of use the cross section in the middle to get an idea of where my features should lie. Okay. If you don't feel comfortable starting with the charcoal right away, you can sketch it out a little bit with your pencil. Just keep it really loose. Okay, this style that we're going for is meant to be more free and loose and a little bit more expressive, a lot more expressive. So with my black, my image handy, I'm going to make sure that I look closely here back and forth between my cardboard and my image. I want to start plotting out the black areas. I'm going to try to just ignore the gray right now and just focus on the black parts. For me, the part that stands out the most, or the easiest place to start, would be the brow line and the eyes, because those are the most expressive part of a picture, usually a portrait. So that's where I'm going to start. I'm going to try to keep my movements really loose, a little bit fast, almost kind of sketchy. I can go back and change things as I need to. Remember, this is supposed to be a loose style, so it's okay if your lines aren't perfect. That's hard to master at first, not getting too caught up in getting things right the first time. It's okay. I'm using both the tip of my charcoal and the side of it. I kind of rub it back and forth in an area until I'm sure that that's where I want it to be, and then I go ahead and make it a little bit darker. Use your fingers to kind of start smudging it a little bit. I'm not even going to fit the whole portrait on my cardboard. You want to be careful that if you do zoom in on your face and you end up making something like this where it's so big that you're not going to fit your whole face on there, don't try to go back and squeeze things in and make them smaller, otherwise they're going to appear too scrunched. Okay, I'm going to stop there and I'm going to start adding some white paint. I just kind of want to see how I can get the white paint to interact with the black and start to make some grays. Now, even where I want it to be white at first, it's going to make gray, but it'll dry pretty fast, and I can go back and make the white part of the eye brighter. I have kind of a medium-sized brush, and probably a little bit bigger brush would be better, but I'm gonna just go with it for now. I do want this to be viewed as a painting, so I'm going to go ahead and paint over most of the charcoal, but it's okay if some of the brown, some of the just charcoal shows without paint on it too, but I'm going to try to cover most of it. Okay, I'm going to stop here. I'm going to switch to a bigger brush, and I'll keep working as you watch.